Hello guys, what's up? This is Mortaza. Thank you so much for joining me. In this video, we are going to talk about group by in SQL, which is used to group the rows of our tables, the rows or records from one single table or from other, more than one table when using joins. And group by is mostly used with some, aggregate functions like count, sum, average, and so on. As a very simple example, suppose that we want to count the number of customers grouped by countries. So for example, we want to know how many customers reside in Canada, how many of them are located in Mexico, and so on. So if I select the 1000 rows from this table, for example, I can see that these two are from Mexico, right? And of course, we have other customers from Mexico as well, like this one and so on. So I want to count, all of the customers from Mexico, put them in one group, and then I'm going to count all of the customers from Germany and put them in one group, and so on. So let me show you how to do it. I'm going to close this, right? And I am going to create a new query. I told you that group by is mostly used with aggregate functions, and one of the aggregate functions is count, which is used to count the number of records based on a certain criteria. So first I'm going to say select, and then I want to count the customers.customer ID, and I'm going to put in the country as well. So customers.country, and then I am going to say from customers, right? So what will happen if I run this code? Let's see the output. Let me get rid of this. So as you can see, I get 92 customers. So basically, I have 92 customers, and this is one group, right? One single group, all of the customers, 92 customers. But I told you that I want to group the customers based on their country. So basically, I want to see that, for example, for Mexico, I have 5 customers. For Germany, I have 10 customers, and so on. So I am going to count the customers, but I am going to include customers.country as well, right? And then after from, I'm going to say that I want to group by customers.country, and then I'm going to run. See, in the output, not only I get the count of the customers, but also I will get the country as well. But this time the result is grouped by the country. So for Argentina, I get 3 customers. For Belgium, 2 customers. For Canada, 4 customers, and so on. So this is how group by works. And of course, group by can also work in combination with joins. So suppose that I want to join the customers and the orders, right? And then I want to count for example, I want to group the customers based on their order date, right? So let's go and select the top 1000 rows here. Here, I can see that all of these are, placed, all of these records, all of these orders are placed on the, this one is placed on the 18th, on the 19th, and on the 20th, right? And the same month and the same year. So how about joining the customers and the orders and then grouping based on the order date? So let me close these. So I am going to first off say that I want to join the 2 tables, right? Without grouping them. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to say select customers dot customer name, and orders dot order date from customers inner join or join with orders based on customer ID equals orders dot order ID, right? Dot customer ID. So let me run this. As you can see, I see all of the customers, right? All of the customers based on the order dates, right? And now let me see if I can group these. Let's say group by orders dot order date. Of course, I think the number of orders we have very few orders. Let me do this. Let me put count here. Count of customer ID. And let me run. And as I told you, we have very few orders, but I have grouped based on order date. So let me go and add a new order. Let me I don't know if I can, insert a new order here, but I can write a simple insert into. Let me pause the video, insert it, and then come back. So what I have done is that I have inserted a couple of records into the orders table to better understand the grouping. So these are the two records that I have put here, both of them for a customer with customer ID 2. And as you can see, the date of the order, the date of the order, let me see if I can show you guys. The date of the order is the same for these two. For these three, the date is the same. And remember, we are grouping based on order date. I'm gonna close this. I am going to go to my example one more time and run this. And as you can see here, now for this order date, right? For this order date, now we have 3 different orders. So as I told you, the group by is used with aggregate functions mostly, right? And it is used when you want to group by a specific field, right? And then count how many, for example, in this case, customer ID exist in that group, in the data which has been grouped based on order date. Now I'm going to wrap up this video. I hope you've enjoyed watching it. If that's the case, as always, give it a thumbs up. If you've got anything to say, you can always leave a comment and share this video with a friend. Subscribe so that you do not miss out the next episode of this tutorial.